New time Saturday in the home of the Blues, just off of Beale Street. We are here for one of the most anticipated matchups in the American this year. UAB and Memphis picked to finish first and second in the league. Penny Hardaway and Andy Kennedy's teams living up to the billing. This is the American Conference on ESPN. Memphis State jerseys for the only time, and Dain Dainja in the starting lineup for the first time since the third game of the season wins the tip for the Tigers. Our officials Terry Oglesby, Vladimir Voyard-Tadal, and Will Howard. Memphis coming off a win over Wichita Thursday. They'll work it into danger early. His shot short and grabbed by Lendeboer.
Well, pretty obvious right away what Memphis is going to try to do and why Dain Dainja is in the game. They want to get the ball inside. A great offensive player. Pretty good look, just unable to finish on that first possession.
UAB starting five, Butta Johnson, Jabari McGee, and Tony the guards. Lendeboer four. Then the surprise, Dainja started the first three of the year. Musa Cisse had started 16 in a row since. But Penny Hardaway gets Dainja on the floor early. He's been struggling to score in first halves. Great down the start. Now the good thing for Memphis, they forced 22 turnovers Thursday. Came back to beat Wichita State by 8 with a late 12-0 run into the closing seconds. Haggerty gets a hard screen from Dainja. And Haggerty finishes inside the line after Dainja set him free.
Exactly right. Dain Dainja got those feet set and set a cracking screen. Good job by P.J. Haggerty of using it and getting to his spot.
Took him about 13 minutes to score. And UAB, the 9th highest scoring team in the country, has started 1 for 8. Rolled inside to Dainja for the dunk. Timeout.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a little bit closer than the officials initially thought. Scored by 41 points and try to win a game. That doesn't happen very often. But no, we were talking start by Memphis defensively, and what they're doing is they're doing a very good job on the backboard.
Memphis more than held its own so far. Tony fakes a three, rolls by Hunter, knocked around. There's another defensive rebound out to Tyrese Hunter. Haggerty and Jourdain to his left. Tyrese takes it.
Yeah, great job there by
Junior. Tough jumper bricked by Johnson. Ahead to Jourdain from Haggerty. Jourdain will miss the layup. Coleman, and it floats it to nobody. Rogers picks up the steal. Dainja wants the lob and gets it from Haggerty.
One of the things about sending 4 guys to the offensive backboard, if you're UAB, is you don't have very good balance in transition. And Memphis taking advantage of a couple early turnovers, defensive rebounds. Right on cue, the guy you want to get going, Yaxel Lendeboer, knocking down a much-needed 3 for this Tigers team. Quiet this crowd a little bit.
Just a 31% shooter from out there. First three-pointer for either team today. Dainja against Lendeboer. Well, they'd love to get him in foul trouble early. Dainja will go to the left hand, and Dain Dainja in his first start since November 15th has 6 in 6 minutes.
Well, I think if Dain Dainja continues to play like this, he's going to keep that spot in the starting lineup. Just such a great offensive weapon. He's got such good footwork, and you saw the touch on the jump hook right there.
Lendeboer is fouled. Dain Dainja grows since going to Baylor.
On that last post move, just took his time, didn't force it, got to his spot. A little bit of a matchup 2-3 zone here to try to slow down the rhythm of the Tigers so far early in this game.
Hunter around a Haggerty screen, sets up Rogers. Boy, did he need that. It has been a tough shoot.
It's gotten him in trouble.
Vasquez misses from 3, rebound Dainja. Haggerty driving, and he is fouled. Almost nobody in the nation gets fouled more than.
It's not being dramatic, it's not acting. He really is getting fouled. He just has a unique ability to do so.
Nation free throw attempts. There are the league ranks, 50% from the field. In the game Thursday is the first time Memphis had 2 players with 4 steals in the same game since last year here against UAB.
Well, the 2 things Penny Hardaway was concerned about, rebounding and taking care of the ball. And so far, Memphis doing a great job in both areas.
Win on Thursday. Love this group. Just a matter of getting them through.
It is basically limitless because they've been winning in spite of turning the ball over. Now you start to take care of it. I mean, I really do think the sky's the limit for this team potential-wise.
Nice touch by Lindeborg over Cisse. Axel Lindeborg with an early 6.
That is such a tough shot that he makes look so easy. Great pass.
Hunter for Cisse for the stuff.
UAB going to in the American, no second chance points yet, and they've missed 11 shots, and they've only gotten one of them back.
Jabari McGee. I beg your pardon, it was a team rebound for the only offensive rebound. Here's Johnson for 3.
Obviously getting off to a great offensive start, and Penny Hardaway mentioned that. At times this year, they've let their offensive struggles affect the rest of their game. You know, it's very easy to play great defensive rebound when you're scoring the ball well, but when you're not, what are you doing to make up for it?
Alejandro Vasquez back.
Points on the board in a hurry. UAB all of a sudden cutting this lead to 2 out of nowhere out of that timeout.
Haggerty got into some trouble. Carter, shot fake off the 3, a rare 2-pointer for him. Only his 12th. UAB without either Johnson or Lindeborg in the game, and Moore turns it over. Carter's given them big minutes the last 2, and big minutes here. Back-to-back possessions with a bucket for the senior transfer from UTSA.
Well, you said it, Kevin. He had a great game the other night against Wichita State. Came in and gave them great minutes, and so far here off the bench, a little bit of instant offense.
That'll be a blocking foul against Hunter.
9.5 times out of 10, that's going to be a block. It's just been a consistent leaders to step in and take charges.
Lindeborg's back on the floor, middle of that zone for UAB. Haggerty blitzes through a couple of defenders. Left it short. Jourdain is that ball fumbled by McGee, who just came back on the floor. Carter will take it all the way and get fouled by Tony. So P.J. Carter with a couple of hard drives. Average. I have no control. Now he's 16 for 6. Pow at South Carolina. Another big test against the Lady Vols. 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Lost it. Jourdain was there on the way up. Saved to Tony by Lindeborg. And another defensive rebound. 1 and done for UAB. Okogie crossing his way into the lane. Cisse is fouled.
The most complete player in college basketball outside of Cooper Flagg. I mean, because his instincts are so good, he just makes the right basketball play every time. Where he may pass up a good shot for a great shot by somebody else, but sometimes a good shot for him is their best shot. So they're just trying to get him to be a little bit more aggressive. Not too often you hear a coach tell a guy be more aggressive.
But a Johnson with a 3 for UAB. Blazers are staying in this game.
Doing a great job of exploiting it. A great pass and finish there by Danger. And when he's on the floor, they're a different team offensively. He just is so skilled. Just changes the whole dynamic of the Tigers on the offensive end.
Johnson, catch and shoot. Tough one goes for Johnson. Starting 3 for 3.
That's what I call a heat check, I think, huh? Whew. His feet weren't even square to the basket when he let that one go.
A little melted butter. 29% three-point shooter on the year, has been perfect to start. Lindeborg against Danger. Rolls around him. That's too easy. Danger into double figures already.
Well, a great job of recognizing how Lindeborg was playing him. Spun baseline, but he used the rim to protect himself from Lindeborg, who's a very good shot blocker. Just a great post move there. But the third one we've seen so far in this game, another heat check.
Oh, my! Butta Johnson with 3s on 3 straight trips. He's 4 for 4 in the first half. His nickname has hardly ever felt more appropriate. 14 to the 28 for UAB. Danger from Cisse. That'll be goaltended in. Went in anyway.
So Nick Jourdain stepping in, taking the charge.
Danger the last 3 baskets for Memphis. Johnson the last 3 for UAB. Jourdain. Why not again? Jourdain. Finally involved early. Danger will screen for Haggerty. 4 to shoot. I mean, why not? Who else are you going to give it to? They can't stop him.
Memphis guards credit, they are looking for him on the roll and getting him the ball in a position where literally all he has to just do is turn around and score.
As Awiro off the bench goes into danger, and Lindeborg's there for the putback.
Put in there, then you don't have to play post defense. He's spot on about that. The switching has been a problem, but give Memphis credit. How about the hands of PJ Haggerty? That's the second time in his first half. He has just picked the pocket of the UAB ball handler.
0 for 2 at the line, 4 points, but he does have 3 assists.
Far, I would have to assume they're over there charting it as very, very high in this first half.
Memphis, UAB outscoring Memphis 18-3 from 3. Lindeborg kept alive by Bradley Awiro, and he is fouled.
Really the first time we've seen UAB have any kind of success on the offense, put it all together, and the biggest thing, we've talked about it, they've taken care of the basketball.
Take on Steph, the Warriors. NBA countdown starts at all at 7 Eastern.
Got it in the paint, got the defense to collapse a little bit. Colby Rogers, that is his spot. When he gets his feet set in the corner, he's going to knock it down more times than not.
Vasquez loses it. Takeaway for Rogers. Jourdain, Haggerty, basket. It's a thing of beauty. 2 turnovers, 12 assists for Memphis. A breathtaking first 18 minutes. Awiro from Lindeborg with a rim rocker.
And that's the easiest look in the paint that UAB has gotten so far in this, and they got it from one end to the other for a wide open layup.
Rogers dispossessed. Lindeborg comes away to Moore. A deep one for 3. Awiro will put it back in. What a lift he's given them of late. The transfer from
coming in with a big basket. Vasquez had a couple big baskets, and obviously the 4 threes by Johnson have been the only reason they've been able to hang in so far.
Haggerty leaves it short. It's tipped right back to him. He won't miss again.
Team that has struggled at times offensively this year is firing today.
Johnson again. Penny Hardaway's going, I can't believe Butta is still getting good looks. That's 5 threes in the half to tie a career high.
Johnson.
1-on-1 Tyrese Hunter. 32-10. And Memphis a season high 50. I haven't used it yet. But now you've broken the seal, so everything's available to us now. Haggerty, all kinds of spin moves, and he still rattles it home. 13, 5, and 4 with a couple of steals in the half for Haggerty. Johnson again. No. And the first half ends with a basketball in Danger's hands.
But it's going to have to be on the defensive end. I mean, they scored 39 points. I know Ephraim Johnson obviously shot the lights out, but you score 39 points on the road, you think you should be in the game, but being down 13 is just tough because you couldn't guard anybody.
McGee, strong take until Danger came over to erase it at the end. Christian Coleman stays with the play, and Coleman draws the 3rd foul on Danger. So, in 50 seconds, he had barely said his name in the first half. And he aired.
1 for 2.
1 for point to go with 2 rebounds. Haggerty now, he gets a switch on Lindeborg. That means Danger had the switch on Tony. UAB re-switches. Back for Rogers. 3rd 3 of the game for Colby Rogers. Haggerty with 13, 4 assists. Danger with 16 and 6 rebounds. And there's Hunter with an emphatic stuff.
Well, Memphis just continues to do a great job of just burning UAB on all of the switches. Just a poor job that time by the Blazers. They didn't come together and they didn't communicate on the switch. And great recognition by Hunter just to keep it himself.
Tony with an open 3. Lindeborg kicks it out for his 5th assist. And the first points for Tony. And then Haggerty answers with another one of those off-kilter finishes.
It's just so good one-on-one, getting to his spot. So strong with the ball. That's a tough finish going against his body with the right hand.
I doubt someone would teach you to finish like that, contort your body in that way.
Self-taught.
Jourdain smothers Coleman, who's got it back. Christian Coleman inside finishes through Jourdain in danger.
But again, it's going to come down to this end down here. UAB just has to find a way to put a couple stops together. It can't be one here, one there. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 in a row if they're going to get back into this game.
Danger right-handed. He deserved that roll. Ties the season high with 18.
You know, if you didn't...
He wants it again. Why not give it to him? They're trying. Johnson's cutting it off. Jourdain will shoot instead. And hit a three! Oh, my word! Nick Jourdain's out of the timeout for UAB, searching desperately for an answer. They've been outscored in the paint 40-12. Lendeborg gets fouled, so that's Danger's fourth. It's about the only thing that the Tigers' next test.
First half going to the locker room, maybe the halftime itself serves as a little bit of a
ridiculous schedule, rated the #2 non-conference strength of schedule in the country. Tony strokes the two. And you've been on both sides, but you've been a player.
Well, and I mentioned it a minute ago. The dynamic of this team offensively just changes so much with Dain Dainja on the bench. So depending on how it goes here, a much-needed basket to maybe give everybody a little sigh of relief there. Obviously, they can score.
P.J. Carter at the last basket. Feeds Cisse, who is fouled.
And again, taking advantage of the switch.
Cisse, 49% foul shooter. 3 for 11 from the field.
Teams, you see a deep three there by Tyron Moore.
Is a Weiro, no. Haggerty, Jourdain. P.J. Haggerty with his 8th assist, one shy of a career high.
Simple basketball is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Just a couple dribbles, advance pass, get out and run, great bounce pass, easy finish.
UAB with Coleman inside. That's a tough finish by Christian Coleman.
What happens when you throw the ball inside once in a while?
Okogie barreling into the paint. He gets fouled. Tony's going to pick up his third.
Opposed to me.
Who ridiculed me for that? What are you talking about? All across America, people are standing up and cheering. And Iowa State on the road against Arizona, their first meeting as Big 12 rivals. Monday night, ESPN. Two of the top 3 teams in the country, Duke and Iowa State. Auburn, #1, survived Tennessee yesterday. Here's another steal. Jourdain! He's into double figures. And Memphis, every time Memphis has it in transition, this crowd is ready to explode. And explode they will not on a rare turnover, the 5th of the game. And Coleman goes barreling into Cisse. That he's a cerebral guy, getting him to think less, play more freely.
Scoring, and what happens because of that is he gets rewarded by getting some points. Multitude of ways. Johnson.
Some tough shots for Buddy Johnson today. Dainja ahead to Okogie. Here they go. Haggerty. Cisse! Moussa Cisse with the ferocious cleanup. About 4 minutes for UAB. It's down to game-high 22. Memphis has never trailed. Okogie sensed an opening and then sensed the big man. Duncan
about that from Penny Hardaway. As much as this crowd is into the game and they're rolling, he wants them to lock in on defense even more. Great finish there for UAB by Bradley. And it might sound crazy to say that they're ranked 24th in the country, but because of how much they've struggled.
Our job is great. We have the most fun job, I think, in America. It was ugly. I mean, it was hideous. What can you say? The great thing for Memphis is they defended for 40 minutes. And despite the atrocious offense as Lendeborg finishes, they stayed in the game because they locked down Wichita State. And felt like a culture win for Penny Hardaway. Okogie turns it back over as Weiro will finish. A couple of quick back. After the timeout, UAB a miss from Vasquez, a rebound Lendeborg, and a 3 for Moore. He'll be fouled on it. P.J. Carter hit him low. And 3 left, but good catch, David. It's 1-1, and Moore misses it.
Backcourt violation. The problem with them is their live ball turnovers that lead to uncontested points on the other end of the court.
Rogers 3, Memphis figured it out there.
They're throwing it all over the place up near half court.
Danger's been quiet in the half as Awiro puts an elbow into him, and Danger is fouled. I mean, here's the thing, Memphis. The way they play,
the defense, when it's not there, or a simple reversal from. So those are the ones that they have to eliminate. The unforced ones, just because of careless basketball.
Danger 1 for 2, new season high 19. As Awiro misses from point blank range, gets it back, and Bradley Azawiro's got 15 off the bench.
Again, just the defensive end is where they really struggled. I mean, you see Memphis 80 points with almost 7 minutes left in the game.
Danger left-handed again. He's amphibious.
And took a lot of contact on that too. I thought that might be an and one.
Moore keeps hoisting. He's 0 for 4 from 3. Danger's 1 shy of a career high. He won't get it here. And Jourdain, basically a yellow card foul to stop a lendable between Memphis and UAB. Memphis is about plus 60, and there's the elbow extended by Danger.
Yeah, great job there by our crew with the camera work. And you see that left-handed Danger made contact to the face. I was trying to get the defender off of you, just happened to make contact with the face. But
Azawiro shooting the flagrant free throws, and he is now 7 for 7 at the line. High drama here. Lendeborg. All right, so he'll get the second, by the way. It didn't make sense to you, but you were right. 2 free throws. He's only scored 12, 4 for 12 shooting. He'll get it back. Into Jourdain. And Cisse comes from behind to chase it down in the league. That's why.
yeah, how about that weak side block? Just timed it perfectly. Back there.
Haggerty posting his way in. And Haggerty's shot tipped up in the air, grabbed by Lendeborg. High dribble through traffic. Lendeborg is held. So double bonus the rest of the way. Moussa Cisse. Lendeborg. Not sure Tyron wants to have much to say down there. Tyron, we loved watching you play at Moberly Area Community College, Missouri. Cisse brings down the lob and bobbled by Jourdain. Johnson for Moore. Up top, Lendeborg.
And this 1-3-1 has been the reason why, and another turnover.
Vasquez took it away from Haggerty. Vasquez, Johnson wants it up top, swings it. Moore for 3. And he's going to be an even bigger fan favorite now, as Azawiro's called for.
Nerves here, some of these Memphis fans a little bit.
Berger, Texas under Rodney Terry. Now Memphis here under Penny Hardaway. Winner at least a share of first place in the American. Loser drops out of a first place tie. Lendeborg inside, turns it over, and then commits a foul. His 4th turnover and his win streak for Baylor over TCU. On the line.
Would have had to have had some type of undefeated season.
Well, I mean, over one team, like maybe beat.
No, I mean,
Baylor been 37 straight or something.
No, I mean, we wouldn't have played a team enough times to have a thing like that while I was there.
Hunter, Haggerty lays it in. Turnover for time. Well, let's hope we have no more of that reckless behavior. Some Bellarmine fan just threw something on the court. Tony inside for 2.
And that is so, because that's almost for lack of a bad analogy, that's the special teams of basketball.
Yeah. Hunter's 3, tip to Johnson.
Azawiro's
all the way down the court. And an easy dunk for Azawiro, who's got 19, tying 1 shy of a career high. He had 19 against Alcorn State earlier this year, and now 19 here against Memphis. Haggerty killing clock. Over Azawiro. A moon ball!
kind of almost beat it to a dead horse at this point, but when they take care of the basketball, offensively, they're just such a completely different team. And so you see right there, perfect example, P.J. Haggerty, and he's had, by his standards, a quote-unquote, got killed on the glass at Temple, their only conference loss.
They take rebounding team by rebound margin in the American. They are one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. Jourdain, and he'll draw a foul against Ezewiro. That is 6.5 rotations in the air. Maybe that's your next career move, though. Establish the 25 real soon for Memphis. A season-high points in a conference game this year. Beat FAU by 28 to open the year on the road. Carter.
To show the depth of this team. Maybe starting to put all the pieces together at the right time of the year.
It would not have been a surprise to really see anything in this game. Johnson with a three-point opportunity.
More surprising than anything else I would have maybe predicted. UAB obviously is going to be right there at the end of the year when it's all said and done. They're too good. Andy Kennedy's too good of a coach. They will regroup from this. There's no question. Today, this is more of an indictment just on how good Memphis can be when they play up to their standards.
Leak ahead for Johnson. Oh, dangerous there. He was undercut by Okoji. And did not score until a couple of possessions ago in the second. March 2nd sided series. Memphis about to go to 20-2 in its last 22 against UAB. Johnson with a career-high tying 21 will check out. Now the story is Memphis. All Memphis today. 3 points shy of 100.
I have a feeling Memphis will continue to have Dane Danger in that starting lineup based on how they started this game. Like everything's okay?
Our guy Eric is back on the handheld. We don't want anybody to get hurt at the end of the game. Carter! A performance that deserved 3 digits. A season-high 100 for Memphis. And this battle of 2 first-place teams in the American was lopsided from the jump. 100-77. Memphis destroys UAB. And the Tigers push the Blazers out of that first-place tie. For David Padgett, our entire crew from Memphis, Kevin Brown, thanks for spending part of your Sunday with us. Time to spend it now with Eric Freed and Rebecca Lobo.